Pixels! Welcome back to another episode of Pixel Peak. I'm your host, Olive Postal.
And I'm Miranda Bennett, and we're on our last episode of the season.
This season went by so fast, but we've had so much fun this semester.
And before we introduce our other segments, let's get into our headlines. Song's massive success in a recent interview with the Australian Centre for the Moving Image. Co-directors Ari Gibson and William Pellin said they were satisfied with how the Metroidvania turned out, asserting it had achieved the goal of being the best version of their initial concept. On the subject of making a third Hollow Knight game, the developers were non-committal, but still shared one notable detail. If there were ever others, we would hope that they all followed that same pattern, that the series is all games that just exist alongside one another, Gibson said, effectively dismissing the possibility of Silksong 2. Silksong started as a Hollow Knight DLC promised in late 2014 as part of the original game's Kickstarter campaign, tied to its AUD $56,000 goal. However, by the time the official title was revealed in early 2019, Team Cherry had already decided to develop a standalone game only loosely connected to the original. Now that the concept has resulted in another major success, the Adelaide-based studio has strong reason to be confident in its sequel. However, whether this actually translates into a third Hollow Knight game in the foreseeable future is unclear.
The wait leading up to Ubisoft's earnings call was filled with drama, as last week the company canceled the report minutes before it was originally set to take place. There were plenty of theories as to what caused the cancellation, with some of the most popular being that Ubisoft had either been sold or parted ways with investor and partner Tencent. However, that isn't the case, and Ubisoft's reasoning for pushing the earnings call back by 6 days was simply because the company hired new auditors over the summer. At the beginning of the earnings call, Guillemot opened with praise about the use of generative AI in game development. He stated, "We are making great strides in applying generative AI to high-value use cases that bring tangible benefits to both our players and teams. It's as big of a revolution for our industry as the shift to 3D, and we have everything to lead on this front." Beyond that, Guillemot mentioned building upon Ubisoft's Neo NPC project that was revealed last year, while he also claimed that all production teams at the company were using the technology for programming, art, and overall game quality. This isn't exactly shocking, since Ubisoft has been vocal in the past about embracing AI, but Guillemot's statements are coming at a fascinating time.
It's hard to believe the Nintendo Switch's first year gave us The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey, just a few months apart, but it was a fantastic start for the system. If the latest movie trailers got you wondering what you may have missed out on, then we've got good news. One of the best Nintendo games of the last decade is half price at Amazon for Nintendo's Black Friday sale. Thanks to the discounts, the game is down to just $29.99. Given its size and scope, that's a big deal, and it's still the most recent 3D Mario platformer we've got. This huge 3D adventure pairs Mario with Cappy, a fun new character who allows Mario to transform into characters, enemies, and inanimate objects alike, opening up the sandbox of each of its distinct worlds to fun puzzles. With the arrival of the Switch 2, the game looks better than ever. There's improved image quality, particularly when playing on TV, and HDR support added. The update is free too. The latest trailer for the Super Mario Galaxy movie hints at Odyssey Worlds being included, and the game got a free performance upgrade on the Nintendo Switch 2. The Nintendo development team that worked on Super Mario Odyssey released Donkey Kong Bonanza as a Switch 2 exclusive this year, and it's up for Game of the Year.
GameStop issues warning to scalpers. Pokemon TCG has been a primary target for scalpers since the pandemic, resulting in empty store shelves and ridiculous markups on resale sites. Additionally, the Pokemon TCG has proven to be a lucrative target for thieves looking to steal rare and valuable cards. Although retailers like Walmart have imposed limits on Pokemon TCG products as a way to deter scalpers, GameStop reposted a video of a scalper that was caught on camera using a scale to weigh various one-piece card packs as a way to predict which packs could have the most valuable cards within. In response, some GameStop shoppers stated that since retailers are imposing their own limits on Pokemon TCG packs, GameStop's policy is an unfortunate but necessary measure. Another user claimed that each GameStop store would have to have some security on hand to enforce said bans. However, some customers called out GameStop's viral stance by posting pictures of Pokemon TCG booster box prices from different stores, with some prices still above the original MSRP. Despite an ongoing Black Friday sale at GameStop locations throughout the US, Pokemon TCG products are not part of the retailers' listed offers at this time. However, Pokemon TCG players looking to see what their collection is worth will have a major opportunity soon, as GameStop will host an unusual trade-in event on December 6th. Only time will tell how effective GameStop's latest effort to deter card scalpers will be. played 2048?
Yes, I love that game.
Okay, now picture that game, but worse.
What?
Just bear with me on this, okay? Okay, I don't have time to explain. Let's hear from Cooper Grabowski with our elevator pitch of Nubby's Number Factory.
Hey, you. Yes, you. Do you need a job? Do you like numbers? Do you like when there's so much crap on your screen you can barely see what's happening? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then you'll love Nubby's Number Factory. In this game, your job is very simple. You make numbers. The bigger the better. On the right side of the screen, you'll see a quota number. You reach this number by launching our factory's mascot, Nubby, at many different pegs on the board, like a Plinko machine. Each peg has a number corresponding to how much it will add to the quota if the peg is hit. If you hit the same peg enough times, the peg will break and Nubby will fall through it. You have to be careful which pegs you decide to go for, because you only have a limited number of Nubbies that you can launch before you lose. Now you're probably wondering, but Cooper, what happens if I run out of Nubbies? Well, I'm glad you asked. When you run out of Nubbies, you lose the game. And also the sun explodes. Throughout your runs, you'll spend some time in the shop where you'll have access to many items to help Nubby break more pegs. The items have conditions on how they trigger, but you can also collect upgrades to help you get those triggers as quickly as possible. The mix of items and upgrades can lead to crazy results, and you'll rack up a ton of points that make some crazy big numbers. The game is also a roguelike, meaning when you lose, you simply start over from scratch. Though you can beat the game, there's plenty of extra content to keep you playing as long as you want. If I somehow haven't convinced you yet, just listen to these testimonials.
God, I love this game. I quit my job, I left my girlfriend, and now I get to play Nubby's Number Factory all day. Let's go! I love numbers! Yes!
Wow, what convincing statements! Now that you 100% want to play Nubby's Number Factory, you can find it on Steam, also coming to iPhone and Android soon.
Okay, Olive, that was nothing like 2048.
I said imagine like it was worse. I made it pretty clear it wasn't going to be as good as 2048.
Okay, I can't with you right now. Just introduce the next game we have.
So we have Little Inferno with Ethan Gray.
What? You have to speak up.
I said we have our Spixel Spotlight with Ethan Gray playing Little Inferno.
All right. No need to get heated. You didn't like that joke?
Hey Pixels! For this episode's Pixel Spotlight, I'll be playing Little Inferno, released in November 2012 by the studio Tomorrow Corporation. Set in the town aptly named Burnington, its citizens are advised to stay indoors as the town is experiencing the worst snowstorm they've ever seen, or as we call it here, typical boon weather. You play as an unattended child who just received his very own Little Inferno entertainment system. How do you use your Little Inferno entertainment system? By burning your things. Little Inferno has several catalogs which you can order items from. These include broken magnets, bricks, someone else's family portrait, someone else's credit card, spider eggs, celebration bus, my pictures, TV that shows the game screen, best friend supplement pills, disgruntled elf plushie, mini nuke, kitty kitty poo poo plushie, poops when burnt, midlife crisis mitigator, locust eggs, toy leprechaun rots nearby items, spontaneous combustion doll, medicated mommy pills, old bear trap, unstable ordnance, and the Book of Darkness, as well as...
Hey, Ethan, how's the story going for the new episode?
Whoa! Email. Later catalogs such as Snooty Foodie, First Person Shopper, Miss Nancy's Guide to Stylish Living, and Existence Now. I bet you're wondering, Ethan, how does one obtain more money to burn said items? By burning said items. You can also earn money by burning these multi-legged, whatever they are, You can also earn tomorrow stamps, which speed up delivery times for items you ordered by burning items, especially higher priced ones. Burning multiple items at once. The characters are a huge part of what makes this game entertaining. With everyone snowed in, the only means of contact is via mail. These characters include Miss Nancy, CEO of Tomorrow Corporation, Sugar Plums, another unattended child with a Little Inferno entertainment system, who seems to be having too much fun. As well as the Weatherman, whose ambiguous dialogue gives us hints to the story's ending. In 2022, to celebrate the game's 10th anniversary, the developers released the Ho 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 Holiday DLC, which includes a new catalog, as well as a new character, 8-Bit Nate. No longer being entertained with his Little Inferno entertainment system, I don't know why, as well as now hating the holidays in general, he gives the player the Naughty or Nice catalog. This includes festive items such as the Gingerbread Disaster, which screams when it's burnt, balls of tape, Poodle Poo Poo plushie, similar to the Kitty Kitty Poo Poo plushie. This time, instead of poop, it's red and green jelly beans. The Naughty Sock. Ugh. As well as the most festive of all items, mistletoe. This free expansion will leave the holiday spirit smoldering in your hearts. This game, despite being only less than 5 hours per playthrough, is a blast if you have the time to burn. I'll see myself out. I've been Ethan Gray for your Spixel Spotlight.
Thanks for tuning in to season 15 of Pixel Peak. It's been a great run. I want to give a shout out to Andy, who we're all going to miss very much next season.
You know, really off topic, but we cool now?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just really emotional about the season ending.
Hey girl, me too.
Can we just end the beef now?
Yeah. See you later, Gravers.